Quit. I'm getting a little tired of chopping you up.
SDCC came and went with no real news about Blade, and now D23 is over too without any big updates. So, what's going on with our half-vampire, half-human movie? The reboot of Blade in the MCU is one of the most eagerly awaited Marvel films, and has been for quite some time. Since its announcement, many other fantastic superhero movies have hit theaters, and several new Marvel TV shows have dropped on Disney+. Yet the big screen return of the legendary vampire hunter remains a mystery. If you're a daywalker who feels like you've been waiting forever for this film and are wondering why it's taking so long, especially with two-time Academy Award winner and former rapper Mahershala Ali involved, we might have some answers. Here's everything we know about the new Blade movie so far, and reasons why the MCU's Blade reboot is so hard to get right. But first, what is the Blade release date? Right now, Blade is set to hit theaters on Friday, November 7th, 2025, which is a shift from its previous release date of February 14th, 2025. This marks the latest in a series of delays for the film, which was first slated for November 2023, then pushed to September 6th, 2024. We don't have a lot of concrete details about the plot. There was talk of a period piece featuring demon sorcerer Lilith targeting Blade's daughter, but this was eventually scrapped for a modern storyline. Still, it's a safe bet that the film will involve Blade hunting vampires, staying true to his roots in the comics. Blade, created by Marv Wolfman and Gene Colan, is a human with vampiric abilities due to his mother being bitten by a vampire during childbirth. He first appeared in 1973's Tomb of Dracula Volume 1, Issue 10, and has fought iconic characters like Morbius the Living Vampire. There's also a rumor, reported by Night Edge Media in February 2024, that Marvel Studios might be working on a Midnight Suns movie, featuring supernatural heroes like Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, and Blade. If this rumor is accurate, it could mean Michael Giacchino, who directed Disney Plus's Werewolf by Night special, might take the helm again. While many fans of the original Blade trilogy might have loved to see Wesley Snipes return, Mahershala Ali stepping into the role of the Daywalker is definitely an exciting choice. Here's a look at him and the rest of the Blade cast, though their roles are still under wraps. Mahershala Ali. When Blade was announced at SDCC 2019, it was revealed that Mahershala Ali, who previously played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage, would take over the role from Wesley Snipes. Ali actually made his debut as Blade with a vocal cameo in an Eternals post-credit scene. However, his involvement has been questioned recently due to a THR report in June 2024, suggesting he might star in the upcoming fourth Jurassic World film with Scarlett Johansson. Mia Goth joined the Blade cast in April 2023 following her standout performances in A24 horror hits like X and Pearl, as well as Brandon Cronenberg's Infinity Pool. Her role remains a mystery, but she hinted at the film's potential in an interview, saying that the Blade team seems very dedicated to making a great movie. And what about the rating? With the MCU's first R-rated film, Deadpool and Wolverine, making over $1 billion and for sure will be a top R-rated movie of all time, Kevin Feige confirmed that Blade is also aiming for an R rating. This is great news, given the character's dark, blood-sucking nature, and it's fitting that Blade's movie will likely embrace a more mature tone, even if Wesley Snipes might have a different opinion. Now that's great. It's going to be an R-rated movie, but now let's talk about something that not so great, which is the fact that the movie currently lacks a director. As of August 2024, Blade is without a director. Jan Demange, who took over the project from Bassam Tariq in November 2022, has left the film. Demange, known for directing 71 and White Boy Rick and the pilot for HBO's Lovecraft Country, was set to direct the reboot but has since exited. Additionally, screenwriter Michael Green, who worked on the Oscar-nominated screenplay for Logan, is no longer involved. Eric Pearson, who has a history of finalizing Marvel scripts, is now working on the latest draft. Other writers previously attached to the project include Emmy nominee Stacey Osei-Kuffour, X-Men 97 creator Beau DeMaio, True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto, and Michael Starbury. So why is all this happening? It could be the fact that the MCU's Blade reboot is hard to get right. Why? Well, for starters, Blade has to introduce vampires to the MCU. Yes, one of the biggest challenges in bringing Blade into the MCU is the sudden introduction of vampires, who have apparently been lurking in the shadows all this time. The MCU has a history of retroactively adding supernatural elements, mixing aliens, mythical figures, secret organizations, and mutants into the mix. However, the addition of vampires might be a step too far, introducing yet another hidden threat and power that's surprisingly gone unmentioned until now. The secrecy around vampires could be easier to accept if the MCU hadn't already made so many other superpowered aspects public knowledge. For example, She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law casually introduces a vampire character, which makes it harder to believe that vampires could remain hidden in the MCU. This inconsistency might be one of the script's biggest challenges as it tries to fit Blade into the larger MCU narrative. Another is that writers have to answer Mahershala Ali as well as Marvel. Mahershala Ali's involvement in Blade's development is unique compared to most MCU projects. He was instrumental in getting the film off the ground even before Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige had plans for it. Ali's interest in the character was a major factor in the film's creation, and he seems to have maintained some level of creative control. However, Ali's significant role in the project has led to at least one reported creative overhaul due to his insistence. Allegedly, Ali threatened to walk away if certain creative differences weren't resolved, according to Variety. While it's great that the star is so engaged, his additional layer of approval might be slowing things down. Having one more person, besides the Marvel producers, making final decisions on story changes could potentially complicate and hinder the film's development. And on top of this, if Marvel is looking to introduce the Midnight Suns in Blade, then writer jobs are even harder. If there's one thing the MCU loves, it's a great team-up. Blade might not be an obvious choice for an Avengers team, but he's part of a legendary superpowered group in the comics, the Midnight Suns. This team includes some of Marvel's most supernatural heroes, like Doctor Strange, Elsa Bloodstone, Dr. Voodoo, Moon Knight, and Ghost Rider, who join forces to tackle magical or demonic threats. The MCU might find it hard to pass up the chance to introduce this popular team, especially after the mixed reception of the Marvels. With characters like Doctor Strange and Moon Knight already established, and Marvel's track record of weaving characters into each other's stories, the Midnight Suns could be a tempting addition. Figuring out if and how to incorporate this team could be a major factor causing Blade's script to go through multiple revisions. And Blade's connection to the Eternals might be causing some issues. The script could be delayed by things set up in Eternals. Even though Blade's solo movie hasn't come out yet, he already made his MCU debut in an Eternals post-credit scene. In that scene, Mahershala Ali's Blade talks to Kit Harington's Dane Whitman, setting up the Ebony Blade, a key weapon from Blade's comic history. The Blade writers might be having a tough time figuring out how to use this setup from Eternals. Since Eternals wasn't well received, many people interested in Blade might not have seen it. This puts the writers in a tricky spot. They could upset fans by ignoring the tease, or make the film story confusing for those who haven't seen the post-credit scene from one of the MCU's less popular movies. Well, that's it. What do you think is the reason for the delays? Let me know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.